Did you know that desexualizing your brain might be the missing piece to unlocking your success? Sounds radical, right? But what if I told you that this simple concept could be the key you've been searching for to transform your life? If you're really chasing success, if you're tired of being stuck in the same place, then you need to understand how mental control is one of the greatest secrets the powerful use to shape their destiny. Because in the end, whoever controls their impulses controls their life. Have you noticed how the greatest masters in history, whether in politics, business, or even personal life, have one thing in common? They know how to control their minds. They don't let themselves be overwhelmed by momentary desires, temptations, and distractions that affect most people. They know that by freeing themselves from these addictions and focusing on the real, they can achieve extraordinary feats. When you learn to master your impulses, you begin to change your perception of the world. Success is no longer at the mercy of external factors or luck. It's directly tied to how much control you have over what enters your mind, how you respond to stimuli, and how you make decisions based on discipline, not fleeting desires. And what you're going to learn today are techniques and strategies that will not only help you control these impulses, but also apply them intelligently in every area of your life. The secret lies in becoming immune to distractions and focusing on what truly matters. Let's get started. Did you know that addiction to 18+ content is one of the most dangerous traps for your brain? And the worst part is, you probably don't even realize it. This type of content, more than just a momentary pleasure, creates an illusion that you need it to be happy, to feel pleasure, to feel satisfied. And that's where the real problem lies. When you become addicted to this kind of stimulation, you're essentially putting a blindfold on your eyes and walking away from true happiness. This addiction isn't just limited to what's explicitly sexual. It's tied to all forms of content that feed instant desires. Whether in the form of images, videos, or even ideas constantly fed by social media, the goal of these images is to create an immediate desire that you can't control. They plant seeds of dissatisfaction in your mind, pulling you further from true fulfillment. Sound familiar? Have you ever found yourself consuming content that, in the end, brought nothing good to your life, yet you still found yourself trapped in it? The biggest trick of these traps is that they aren't necessarily bad in themselves, but they're used to manipulate your mind. They distract, make you dependent, and convince you that instant gratification is what matters. And that weakens you. It makes you lose focus on the long term. Here's the truth you need to understand. Great accomplishments, true success, do not come from momentary pleasures. They come from moments of discipline, control, and patience. You need to start freeing yourself from these illusions. And the best way to do that is to set boundaries. Start by cutting out what doesn't add real value to your life, what only serves to fuel fleeting desires. When you do that, you begin to make space for what truly matters: personal growth, building a solid future, and achieving lasting accomplishments. Free yourself from the chains of momentary pleasure and start taking control of what enters your mind. When you begin filtering these external influences, you start living according to what you truly want. You stop being manipulated by images and begin seeing the world more clearly. Now, if you're looking for something that will actually change your life, then it's time to start doing what no one else wants to do. The vast majority of people go with the flow. They follow the crowd, make the easiest decisions, seek momentary pleasure, and become slaves to their addictions. They settle for mediocrity because it's easier. But what happens to those who choose to go against the tide? They achieve success. I know that the idea of sacrificing temporary pleasures may seem difficult, but that's precisely the path to greatness. Machiavelli, one of the greatest thinkers on power, said that the road to power is tough, requires sacrifices and difficult decisions, and you need to understand that to achieve something that no one else has, you'll need to do what no one else is willing to do. That means giving up distractions, the illusions of pleasure and comfort. It means dedicating yourself to what truly matters, even when it's hard. It might be the habit of distancing yourself from temptations, or the decision to work on a project when everyone else is out having fun. Doing what no one else wants to do means choosing the path of hard work, patience, and consistency. But when you adopt this mindset, you start seeing results in your life. True greatness doesn't come from easy choices. It comes from the ability to do what's hard, to keep working when everyone else quits. When you choose what no one else wants, you open doors that few have the courage to open. And in the end, the rewards are for those who make these difficult decisions. Now that you understand the power of control, discipline, and sacrifice, it's time to face a fundamental truth. Time is passing. Did you know the best time to start was 10 years ago? Yes, I know. That's a reality we all face. But there's something even more important. The second best time to start is now. What you do today will determine where you'll be tomorrow. You may have wasted time in the past, you may have procrastinated, but what truly matters is what you do from this moment forward. The power of now teaches that the only moment that truly matters is the present. And it's here you should focus your energy. Don't wait any longer. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity that will never come. Each day you delay is another day you lose the chance to build a better future. And when you start acting now, you begin to create the momentum necessary to transform your life. It doesn't matter where you are today. What matters is where you decide to go from here. Time doesn't wait for anyone. So take the reins of your life and act in the present. Now that you understand the importance of freeing yourself from addictions and doing what no one else is willing to do, we need to talk about something fundamental: consistency and willpower. Many fail on the journey to success not because they lack potential, but because they can't maintain discipline over time. The key to success is not in big bursts of productivity, but in staying constant, day after day. Imagine you're an athlete. To reach the peak, 1 week of intense training isn't enough. The real secret lies in persistence, in continuing even when motivation begins to fade, when the initial enthusiasm gives way to fatigue. This is what separates winners from losers. Willpower is the fuel for that consistency. And here's the uncomfortable truth: willpower is not something you either have or don't have. It's like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. So even on days when motivation seems low, when you don't feel like doing what needs to be done, you must keep going. And that's when true transformation begins. By focusing on action, you develop discipline and create the habit of acting regardless of your feelings.
The problem with procrastination is that it always seems to have a valid excuse. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not in the mood today. Tomorrow will be better. These excuses are like a curtain that obscures your vision of what really matters. When you procrastinate, you don't realize you're not building the future you want. Instead, you're letting the present drag on, and with it, your opportunities for growth. But there is a way to combat procrastination. The first thing you need to do is identify what's really stopping you from acting. Sometimes, procrastination is linked to the fear of failure or insecurity about not being able to do your best. But it's important to understand that procrastination is a reflection of an impulse to avoid immediate pain, without realizing that the temporary pain of starting is much smaller than the regret that comes later. So, how do you overcome procrastination? Start with the simplest. Take small actions every day, even if you don't feel like it. Don't wait for motivation because it may never show up. Motivation is something that comes as a consequence of action. When you start, you create momentum that will push you to keep going. And that momentum will be the key to breaking the procrastination cycle. Now let's talk about something often overlooked: self-awareness. To succeed, you need to understand yourself. You need to know where your strengths are, and more importantly, where your weaknesses lie. When you're aware of who you are, your behavior patterns, and your reactions, you begin to make smarter decisions. You become more strategic in how you invest your time and energy. Self-awareness doesn't just come from what you see in yourself, but also from how you react to external stimuli. How do you handle adversity? How do you react to stress? How do you respond to criticism? Understanding these reactions is crucial to not being manipulated by circumstances, but to mastering them. This awareness will help you focus on what truly matters, identify your biggest obstacles, and find solutions to them. The more you understand yourself, the easier it is to make decisions aligned with your goals and values. You begin to realize that you're not at the mercy of emotions and distractions, but in total control of your path. Additionally, self-awareness is essential for knowing your deepest values and beliefs. When you have clarity on this, it becomes easier to stay focused on your priorities and avoid falling into the traps the world tries to place in your way. When you know who you are and what you really want, distractions lose their power over you. Now let's talk about another essential aspect: the people you surround yourself with. Did you know your social circle can be a determining factor in your success? The people you choose to have around you directly influence the way you think and act. They shape your habits, your beliefs, and even your results. Therefore, choosing your social circle wisely is one of the most strategic actions you can take. There are two types of people you should avoid at all costs: those who only drag you down and those who are always complaining and playing the victim. They may be good people, but unfortunately they don't have what you need to achieve success. They will drain your energy, and worse, they will make you believe that failure is natural. In contrast, the people you should seek are those who align with your goals, those who have a positive mindset, who are always looking to evolve. They are motivated, disciplined, and think long-term. Being surrounded by such people will help you stay on track, even when things get tough. Therefore, make an effort to seek people who propel you forward. Surround yourself with people who have the mindset you want to have, who have the courage to make tough decisions, to sacrifice the immediate for the future. Your social circle is a reflection of your future, and the quality of the people you spend time with will largely determine what you will achieve. Now, the real question is, are you ready to take control of your life? Success is at your doorstep, and it's just waiting for you to make the decision to step over that threshold. Everything you need to get where you want to be is already inside you: willpower, focus, courage, and discipline. It's all there. Don't let anything hold you back. Remember, the battle is not against the world, but against yourself. Every time you resist a momentary impulse, every time you choose disciplined action, you are closer to becoming the version of yourself you have always wanted. The secret to success is not finding the perfect path. It's moving forward, day by day, with the conviction that you are in control of your destiny. Now it's your turn. If you're ready to take the next step and transform your life, Here's the moment to act. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. Start today on your journey to success. And remember, every small effort brings you closer to the big transformation you're seeking. If you like this content and want to continue receiving powerful insights on how to conquer the life you deserve, then you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow all the videos we've prepared to help you achieve your biggest goals. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and share with anyone you know who also needs to hear this message. Together we can create a community of people determined to change their lives for the better. Success starts here. And success, my friend, starts with you. See you in the next video. Until then.